Hello guys, we're in Cologne. Hello! We are at the H&H Handicraft Trade Show in Cologne, Germany. I came here with Karen from Beautiful Knitters Yarn Shop, and I'm very excited because this is my first knitting-related trade show. Let's see what we got up to. All right, so since I've had 3 hours and 45 minutes sleep today, I thought I'd have a coffee. See, I don't drink coffee. I'm an Italian who doesn't drink coffee. I know, very embarrassing, but we gotta do it today. My first coffee in so long, so let's try it. It's fine. Other than the oat cappuccino, I got all butter croissant. Staple. Karen and I were just talking about what we have for breakfast in Italy and what she has for breakfast in Slovakia. Karen, what do you have for breakfast in Slovakia?
Anything.
But you said loads of eggs and salami, right? In Italy, we only really have sweet breakfasts. I grew up on milk and cookies or milk and cereal. I mean, most people will have like a yogurt, coffee, and a croissant, but always something sweet. Let us know in the comments what you have for breakfast. So we boarded. Karen and I have some very fun plans for our project. We want to have a little knitting club, her and I, during this 2-day trip where we knit the same thing. It's a little accessory. I guess you'll see when we'll have hopefully finished it by the end of this vlog, but we'll show you the yarn.
I think it is Pashmina by Madeleine Tosh.
And what is this?
Definitely Pashmina, this one, 100%.
I really wanted to de-stash, but Karen brought this from her stash, and this is so much nicer than what I had brought, which is actually the onion knit nettle sock yarn. This one is just a little bit prickly.
Is this stash my stash?
Yeah,
it's not this stash your stash, but this stash my stash.
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem because my stash has been giving me anxiety, so I really want to get through it, and this project would be perfect for destashing, but I just can't deny the beauty of this yarn. Let's cast on. Yay! So we're waiting for the train. Thought we'd share what we're wearing. So I'm wearing my beloved Hirschhorn bomber by Kit Couture. Oh my goodness, we're both wearing Kit Couture. I just realized. It makes me happy. It's cute. You can't see the back because I have my backpack. I made it from the kit. So this is Highland wool by Kit Couture, which is the equivalent to the Filcolana Peruvian Highland wool. And it pills really bad. You unpill it and then you wear it once and you gotta depill it again. But I still adore it with a passion.
I am wearing a disco pullover patterned by Kit Couture. At Beautiful Knitters we sell this as a kit. That kit is made with fingering weight yarn. I altered it, used 2x2 ribbing instead of 1x1. I also made it in a heavier DK weight. This is the nicest yarn that we stock currently at Beautiful Knitters. It is Fonti Urga, which is yak and merino. And I love this design because it has got crop sleeves, crop body, and exactly how I like it.
Just bumped into my friends from Knit Fest. This is Rebecca and Emily.
Hello.
How are you doing?
We're super excited. Very excited. A little bit overwhelmed. We just walked in, so there's a lot going on.
I just wanted to take a moment to talk about what you guys do. I'm just so excited about your projects that are coming up. So if you can tell everyone on the Knitty vlog what you're up to.
We're creating Knit Fest, which is a 2-day festival in Zurich in Switzerland in November this year, 2025. There will be a lot of international fun vendors. We're going to have guests from all over the world, some really, really big guests we cannot tell you yet. We're going to have workshops for a lot of fun things. And of course, there will be a lot of space to sit, hang out, exchange, a lot of space for the community to really come together and celebrate all things yarn and fiber arts, the hobbies that we all love.
I love it. Also, can we just appreciate how stunning this mohair skirt is? I'm obsessed. And this is actually a design by Emily, isn't it?
It is, yes. With the help of Rebecca. And it's knit top down. You have kind of a double folded band at the top where you put the waistband in. It's open in the back so you can always adjust it even later on. And then you basically have some increases at the top. You can also kind of choose based on your body type because Rebecca's very tall and slim, so she needs a bit more increases here. But for me, I'm a little bit more curvy, so I decided to do less increases at the waist because otherwise it just adds. So there's options in the pattern when it comes out to decide how many increases you want to do and how flowy you want it to be. And then of course you can just decide how long you want it to be. You can do it a little bit shorter over the knee with an I-cord bind off at the bottom.
Look, it's so good. I was literally talking about skirts in my spring video. This is what I meant. So yeah, we're all very looking forward to this pattern coming out.
Hopefully by the end of the year.
Thank you so much. I am so excited. Can't wait to hear more about Knit Fest. And it was so nice to bump into you today.
So nice to see you.
right, hotel room tour. We've got our walk-in closet. Look at that. Mirror. I didn't even put my stuff down. And then, let's see. Ooh. Stunning. And then this is the room. Very cute. I am so tired. Good night. Yeah. Good morning. I'm absolutely stuffed. I had pancakes and Nutella, fruit salad, hash browns. I had all the things. We're taking it easy. It's 11:30. We're gonna see a little bit of a city and maybe pop by H&H again. Karen is currently doing her makeup, so I'll just put a few rows into my project here. I'm making a little wall decor, like a hanging tapestry. This is from this month's Hooks and Needles knitting box. They are kindly sponsoring today's video. And I've been loving the yarn. I always love Hooks and Needles yarn. This is 100% wool. It's called Woolen Caress. Funny story, these are obviously straight metal needles. I packed it in my suitcase the day before leaving. At 1 a.m. I was so tired from a long day, and obviously I wasn't thinking that surely I couldn't pass through security with something like this. And guess what? They didn't say anything. I literally realized as I was queuing up for security, I said, oh my gosh, I have huge metal straight needles in my bag and they're never gonna let me. And here I am. We'll see if I'll be able to go back to London with these. But anyways, this has been a really nice, simple project. However, it's got a little bit of spice in there because it is like different combinations of knits and purls. So you just gotta keep on reading the pattern and checking off the rows, which I really enjoy doing. And I've never done a wall decor. I thought that was pretty funky, so that's the pattern that I went for this month. I had actually forgotten my booklet in my hold luggage while I was on the plane, but I had scanned the QR code, so I just followed the video, which is great. So you can either choose to follow the written instructions or the videos that they provide, which is really fun because everyone kind of learns things differently or likes to follow things differently. You may have seen from the footage of me on the plane that I'm kind of scared of flying. I feel very uneasy. So knitting is always my coping mechanism. When I need to feel grounded, when I need to forget about what's going on. It's really nice with Hooks and Needles because I know for sure that I have a project every month that I dedicate my time to, and I specifically sit there and work on it for the purpose of my own sanity. Quite excited to put this on my wall. I don't have any knitted pieces on my wall. I've always dreamt of making a swatch wall. I'm quite excited for the tassels. There's nothing like a good set of tassels to decorate a piece. If any of you knitty friends would like to try Hooks and Needles, you can click the link in the description or use code Woozy by Céline 20 at checkout for 20% off your first box. You know what I'm also feeling right now? I would love to show you the goodies that we got at H&H yesterday. We got so many chocolates from people that was bizarre, but so appreciated. The most amount of sweet goodies we got from this stand that makes labels for yarn. So they're Italian. I spoke so much Italian yesterday. It was great. These guys are My Bowl Band yarn label specialists. And they made such cool labels. Some were embossed, some were made out of hydrangea flowers. They made it out of citrus, out of kiwi, out of almonds and walnuts. Like, it was so cool, and they gave us a lot of sweets. Most of them we ate, but let's see what we've got left. Canestrelli, which are typical stuffed cookies from Biella. Coggiolini al rum. I think he said there's meringue cookie with rum heart inside or something, and then it's covered in chocolate. The guy that gave this to me told me that he usually has half of it at a time because it's so strong. I don't drink alcohol, so we got it for Karen.
I don't drink alcohol.
No, it's true. Karen is not currently drinking alcohol. We also got some Toblerone chocolate from the Knit Fest gals and a little Knit Fest post-it stack. All right, seen it. Girl, when I saw this on their stand, I begged them to give one to me. So it is a mini skein with mini needles. Apparently you can unwind this to make this. And this is the actual new C-knit yarn that they're coming out with. We touched it, it's insane. But it's sort of held with almost like a strand of mohair so that you don't have to add a strand of mohair. It's really special and unique. Next, we went to West Yorkshire Spinners. She gave us a little tote bag, a good pen. Let's have a little writing session. Oh my gosh, that's so smooth. And then 1 skein of their pure wool, which is 100% Falkland Island wool. This is a DK in the shade Rosemary 381. Stunning. My favorite word of this trip has been stunning. Everything is so stunning. It's got beautiful halo. Look how gorgeous it is in this golden light. I love it. The colors of the yarns on their stand were amongst my favorites. And they also have a new yarn coming out called Morris, which was stunning. Next, skein of yarn from Rosarios 4. It's this gorgeous, very warm, creamy base with fluorescent neon pink and green splatters. This is their yarn Marianne. It is the color 25. It's 100% merino wool, super fine, so it's fingering because it's 29 stitch gauge. And we were quite curious to ask them why they're called Rosarios 4. So the founding family of this brand is called Rosarios, that's their surname. And then it's 4 of them, the group of 4 people who created these beautiful yarns. It came with a little calendario. I love a good knitting calendario. We got a little pen, and this one's pastel pink. It's super cute. Let's see how it writes. Yeah, this is a normal like biro pen. Biro, how do you say it? Biro. Kind of matches the yarn. Rosarios also gave us some color cards of different cottons and wools. We went to Pasquale. They have some yarn that is so rare and so expensive and luxurious that I've never heard of these, like animals. Some of the yarn that we saw, the retail price is of like £130 per skein.
And it was only 25 grams little skein, insanely soft, beautiful. And we are planning maybe to have few of them in our shop. There was also a little ball. Again, 25 grams. They didn't let us touch it.
And what animal was that?
Vicuña. It's like a little llama that is in the wild in South America, in like Peru and stuff. It's very kind of delicate little creature. Little like deer, llama, whatever.
We couldn't touch it. They basically held it under a little like glass dome, you know, that like the rose from Beauty and the Beast. Anyways, they gave us a little goodie here. This is a 4-leaf clover. So yeah, you water it and you get a little sproutling. However, the one in the photo is not a 4-leaf clover. So I guess we'll see what this is. But anyway, I thought that was a little cute souvenir. We also got some color cards. I was absolutely in love with their camel DK. I also loved their Cashmere Delicia, which is a thicker cashmere. And hopefully Karen is going to bring them at the shop at some point. We'll see. Finally, we have a little set of souvenirs from Cardiff Cashmere, who is also curious to ask them about their name, because they're actually another Italian company. But why are they called Cardiff Cashmere? Because obviously Cardiff is a place in the UK. And listen to this, guys. In Italian, woolen yarn, we can also call it cardato. Cardato diffuso, cardato diffusione. It's, anyway, something to describe some sort of process. So essentially, they just melded the 2 words together. Cardato, car, diffuso, diffusione, diff. Not from England. They gave us a little color card booklet with the new colors that the Cardiff Cashmere Classic is going to come in. Karen is going to make some orders. This is your favorite, isn't it? Which is quite different for their cashmere. That's usually a quite solid color. But here we've got something more melange, a little bit more tweedy and speckly, which is quite fun. And then they gave Karen the booklet for their prime yarn, which I thought was the ultimate substitute to mohair, because instead of mohair, it has cashmere. So it's literally the same structure as a normal silk mohair. If you find mohair itchy, this would be an insane alternative. Obviously, it would be quite more expensive, sadly, but still good to know that this is an option. So this is 68% cashmere and 32% silk. I just imagine a Sadie top with this. Can you imagine? This would be the most luxurious thing ever. I would love to make a Sadie top in the hot pink. Karen, would you like to come and show the best little goodie that we got from this trip? From Redesigned, we got these gorgeous totes made in 100% leather. Yeah, it's got a magnetic button clamp thingy. Nice and spacious. It's got a little zipper and a compartment here. It's stupendous. We're so happy with it. That was everything that we got from H&H. So now let's go for a little strut around the city, shall we? So we're just in front of the beautiful cathedral, but I wanted to show you where we're at with the project. Karen and I are doing a little knitting club on this collar called Floris by Vivian Way. It's in the new Line magazine, isn't it? So you start at one end with one I-cord, and then you essentially create 6 petals, and it's very cute. Alternation between garter stitch, stockinette, and then in the stockinette you make 3 little folds like this. Look how pretty my speckled yarn is turning out. It's very, very subtle, but I think it fits this so well. It's quite classical design, but with the specks gives it a little bit of a playful twist, which I really enjoy and is definitely more up my alley. We found a little mistake. Once you get to the decrease section in the garter stitch, it'll tell you to knit until 3 stitches before the end, knit until 5 stitches before the end, and then follow the instructions. But yeah, I thought it was such a nice idea to knit something together on this short trip.
We really love knitting it. It's really addictive. There is one thing I don't like, and I'm about to unravel a couple of rows back. Basically, you do like a little folds, and I feel like the gap between the basically garter stitch and stocking stitch is slightly bigger on the further side. I'm thinking I'm going to shorten it by 2 rows. It bothers me. It doesn't bother Céline, but it bothers me. You know, there are different types of knitters. There are process knitters and project knitters. I'm definitely the process knitter. I like everything to be like tip-top. Céline likes also, she doesn't like mistakes, don't take me wrong. But it doesn't bother her. It's maybe because I am an engineer, everything about perfection. So can you imagine to build a bridge that one side would be longer than the other and the static wouldn't work? And then, yeah, disaster can happen.
We're about to go up these stairs. Not a fan. Right, Karen, are you ready?
Yeah.
We're halfway. Got it. We're just crossing the beautiful bridge. What I like to do is do some plane spotting and guess where they're coming from. So we've been plane spotting as we've been crossing the bridge because the airport's close by, so we've been seeing a lot of airplanes so far. We've seen some friends from London. Yeah, if you're also interested in where those people up there are flying from, I use Flight Radar, and that's how my dad also stalks my flight when I'm flying back to Milan. He always knows when I've landed before I even tell him. We found the Kinkle van. It says no knitting left in this van tonight, in case anyone was tempted.
Could you catch me up here? Tell me what you felt. My head is filling bottles that keep falling off the shelves. Well, every word hit like a prism out of color that was wasted. I could see through every layer. This was heaven, I could taste it. Tapping on the counter, terracotta floor, voices warm and blended.
Hi friends, we're done at H&H and now we have to wait for our train. We have like 25 minutes, so we thought we'd play a little game guessing each other's favorite stuff. So let's see how we do.
Bye. Favorite yarn at Beautiful Knitters. Céline, anything from Knitting for Olive.
The camel's yarn. I got this fingering weight sock yarn. It's in the color Flora Day.
For me, Fonti, Orga.
Karen's favorite is probably Fonti Urga.
Favorite project, Céline's Clotilde pullover by Knitting for Olive.
I'm designing this hood and I think it's very special because I used the favorite yarn that I just mentioned.
My favorite project is hand warmers. Their name is Tatara, I believe. It's a Brooklyn tweed pattern.
Karen's favorite project has to be her new design that she just released, the one that's grey pink and blue.
Favorite yarn weight, Celine's, I believe, is DK.
Is definitely DK.
And I like quite fine, like fingering weight.
Karen's, probably fingering weight.
Favorite color, Celine, mossy green.
Probably sage green.
And my one is maybe periwinkle right now.
Karen's favorite color is lavender or lilac.
Favorite needles for both of us, I believe it is Like.
My favorite needles are from Like, and I would say Karen's favorite needles are also from Like.
Favorite TV series, Celine loves Gilmore Girls.
Bridgerton.
And I love The White Lotus.
Karen's is White Lotus.
And favorite song, she likes Queen.
Any Sanremo song, just because it's that time of year in an Italian's life.
I don't have a favorite band. But I also like the mainstream kind of the recent ones like Billie Eilish.
I'm going to say is the one by Gracie Abrams. Gracie Adams. So we're almost at the gate at the airport, and I wanted to show you the last few bits that we collected on the second day of H&H. We walked by Gepard. Your girl got a skein of their teddy deer or teddy dare. It's this super cute boucle. I got it in the shade 104. This is the yarn that is used for beanie number 6 from My Favorite Things knitwear. So that's exactly what I'll be making with this. So chuffed. And the second thing we got was a little box from Fonty. And this is a box of dreams. This is like sweeter than a chocolate box. Are we serious? Isn't this majestic? It's everything I've ever wanted. Let's look through these tiny mini skeins. They are so cute. We've got a lot of different yarn bases and qualities in here. First things first, we've got their pole, 30% baby alpaca and 70% wool. BB Merinos, 100% merino. They're French, right? Aubusson, 100% merino. Oh, this is a very interesting name. Saperlipopette. 65% baby suri, 20% silk, and 15% fine wool. Gengis Khan 3. Duvet de yak. This is embarrassingly soft. Tartan 3. 100% laine. Oh my gosh, it's such a pretty color. It's like a cappuccino color, but pinky. Then I'm obsessed with this one. When I saw it at the stand, it's basically fat mohair. It's got 75% mohair, 20% wool, and 5 polyamide. It's so fluffy. And this one I love so much because it reminds me of nougat. This is called Super Tweed. 95% wool and 5% kid mohair. Cute. I think the tweed is the mohair, you know. I'm so happy. I'm going to be even happier in 10 minutes because we're going to be eating.
So my business is doing so well. I can finally, I've been able to purchase an aeroplane. So this is my private jet. I'm not going to attempt to go inside because it might kind of suck me in and I will not be able to get out. The seats are really big. And the pilot, you can see, is very simple actually. The cockpit is like...
Get yourself